Today's episode of Inside Gaming Daily is sponsored by Ring Neighbors. You can download the app at ring.com/inside.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside Gaming for Wednesday.
That's right, it's Wednesday.
Woohoo! Yeah!
Wait, what else does Mario do?
It's a me! Wow.
Are you ready to build some bad Super Mario levels that nobody will ever play?
I sure am.
Well, great news, Super Mario Maker 2 is out this Friday and the reviews are in.
Oh yeah, and good news for Nintendo, they're really, really good.
What a surprise.
Yeah, it's currently got an 89s on both Metacritic and OpenCritic, which makes it the best reviewed Nintendo IP of 2019.
Sorry, Yoshi's Crafted World.
Pour one out for that little guy.
Lawrence, this could be the shot in the arm the Switch needed, right?
Sure, yeah. Nintendo consoles always survive on their first-party titles. They need a healthy flow, which is a really fun phrase to say out loud.
Time of that month already.
Got an appointment with my urologist later today. Mario Maker 2 seems like it could be the perfect fit for streamers, too. Nintendo doesn't really, I mean, aside from Smash, I guess, and ARMS, doesn't really have like a game that's tearing up the Twitch charts right now. But yeah, it's built around making your Mario levels and sharing them with people online, also making them very hard. So
It's so cool.
Twitch streamers can rage and we can all laugh at somebody else having a good time.
This concept sounds really cool, but it reminds me of some game from a while ago.
Super Mario Maker 1.
It's the same concept as the first one,
Yeah.
but
Weird.
considering that the original came out on the Wii U, should we do an entire episode on what the Wii U was? People probably don't know.
They don't know what it is.
Okay.
It wasn't the 3DS and it wasn't the 2DS.
Imagine a Switch, but it had a lot of other garbage around it
Right,
that you
yeah.
needed to make it work and you couldn't leave your house with it. I guess the sequel has a chance to reach a much bigger audience now because the Switch has been very successful.
And streamers seem to be anticipating the new game because over the last month we've seen a spike in the viewership for the first Super Mario Maker on Twitch as people start to dust off their level making skills.
Wow, yeah, some particularly brutal levels have even gone viral
course.
and attracted more mainstream media coverage.
So all the ingredients are there, yeah, Lauren?
Yeah, it's interesting. Everything's kind of colliding. It's weird to have a Nintendo game that seems to be poised to succeed in the current landscape of stuff. It's like the same game we made in 1985, but it's in HD now.
Well, how's the game itself?
Very, very good. The reviews are super positive. The game actually did a smidge better than its predecessor, which is also a good sign. The original game had an 88, Mario Maker 2 in there with an 89.
Whoa, that's what I call a winner.
They had to scrape for that extra point. IGN called it, quote, the most accessible game design tool ever created, adding that it, quote, affords so much freedom in how you play, how you make, and even how you learn. It's astonishing how incredibly well it's all held together in one cohesive package.
Nintendo.
Man, game reviewers really like certain words, like cohesive, polish,
Synergy.
Those are good
fleshed
words.
out.
Those are good words.
I know, they do.
Verticality.
love verticality.
Replayability.
The big addition to this game this time around is a story mode that involves Mario having to rebuild Peach's castle after an accidental push of the reset button.
Okay, yeah, it's gonna be real awkward when we get around to reconstructing Peach's ball-busting kink dungeon. Just saying, there's a reason Mario's voice is so high, right? Makes sense.
I got a sex swing in there.
I was thinking about this on the way to work. I saw a gif of a girl with like MMA gloves just uppercutting a dude's balls while he was coming and then the cum shot.
Stop talking about balls.
Okay,
All right, the story mode involves you playing more than 100 pre-made levels, so even if you're not a builder, there's a lot of content to chew on.
But it's the level building that is the real meat and potatoes of this game.
If you played the original, you'll be familiar with the level design tool, and it's back in pretty much the same form, but with a lot more bells and whistles.
Sadly, there's no stylus because we're on a different piece of hardware now. That was on the, I guess if you
Yeah.
missed that. Go back to the old one, you plebs.
Just use your finger, get smears all over your screen.
This
Cheeto dust.
This may historically be the first time we ever missed something that was on the Wii U.
The what? Lawrence, what did Game Informer say about it?
Quote, the menus are generally the same as the first game. Shocker. And the core building blocks return. The big updates for the sequel are mostly additions as opposed to sweeping changes. It feels correct. I mean, the first game kind of nailed a lot of the basics, so updates all good. As for templates, all the ones from the first game are back, allowing you to build levels from Super Mario Bros., Mario 3, Mario World, and new Super Mario Brothers.
Cool.
And there's a Mario Brothers in there they're leaving out, right?
There's a few, yeah. Mario teaches typing.
Mario RPG.
Mario Paint?
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. This
Dr. Mario?
Mario gets weird shaped stuff shoved in his ass on Thursday.
And in the new game, you've also got the option to build levels using the Super Mario 3D World template.
Whoa.
But it's more of a 2.5D rather than a full 3D. What is that?
Basically means you get Cat Mario. Yeah, you can't like run around and stuff, but yeah, 3D World was cool. Had its own style. It was kind of a 3D extension of Super Mario Bros. 3. A lot of like bolts and screws into colored blocks and things like that. But yeah, Cat Mario.
So please stop talking about Mario's balls again. Oh my god.
Cat Mario is when Mario behaves. Ball busting's for when he's naughty.
What are you into?
Talk about the game.
There's a lot more customization options now, and the ability to add slopes to a Koopa Troopa car that you can zoom through levels with. Pretty cool.
If it's all too overwhelming, there's a massive tutorial with 45 lessons that's taught by a helpful pigeon. That's a weird thing.
What's the pigeon's name?
I want Clippy.
Microsoft, license Clippy, put him in Smash. Banjo-Kazooie, boo. Clippy, yay. Another huge condition is that you can set new clear conditions for a level, like taking 0 hits, rather than just reaching the flagpole.
That's really cool. As for its online features, you can access other users' levels in the course world section, and you'll have the ability to search by tags for particular types of courses like the auto Mario levels, where you don't need to do anything to beat them.
You can also build levels with a friend now, right, Lawrence?
Yeah, cooperatively, which is interesting. Maybe Minecraft cues there a little
Yeah.
bit. There's also 4-player random co-op online. Random, you cannot play with your friends or explicit people.
What?
Your only option is local co-op play. Allegedly,
Why?
they'll get that fixed in the future.
Why are they doing
I don't know, man.
Isn't that their whole thing?
Nintendo.
They don't want you to meet like some stranger online who's like, hey, get into my cyber van.
This is all random, so you're
Yeah.
gonna do a bunch of cyber
Could get in
bands.
all kinds of cyber vans.
Oh God, imagine that some stranger starts building a weird shape and the kid's like, Mommy, look at this thing. She's like, turn it off, turn it off.
Yeah. Nintendo's got a habit about this. I don't know what it is. They find a way to go to like a whiteboard. They write out every feature that's been in every game for the last 20 years, and then they just sort of close their eyes and strike through 3 of them.
It's just reinventing the wheel all
Yeah,
over again.
every time.
Anyway, back to the reviews though. Game Informer wrote, Super Mario Maker 2 is not a radical reinvention of the original Mario Maker, but it earns the 2 in its title with a story mode full of great Mario levels, worthwhile additions to the creation toolset, and new options for playing and creating cooperatively.
I'm really excited about all of those things.
It's a solid
yeah.
sentence.
Yeah, in the end, it'll be the community that decides whether or not the game's a hit or not. Good part is that the levels are user created. The bad part is that the levels are user created.
It's double-edged sword, as we call it, yeah. As Ars Technica put it, quote, I worry that actually playing courses in Super Mario Maker 2 could end up feeling like digging through a random grab bag whose overall quality and consistency can vary widely.
Welcome to GTA 5.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. That's just how it goes. If you want to get a lot of extended value out of the game, it's not all going to be a #1 platinum tier hit. So yeah, you're going to play a lot of middling courses that might have a good idea here and there, and then once a week you'll get this amazing course. It's really awesome, and there you go.
Well, we've covered this a lot of Nintendo news recently, and basically Wall Street says Nintendo's about to go out of business. Is this the hit Nintendo needs, Lawrence, to get out of that big old hole they dug themselves into?
So yeah, they missed their projections last year by a little bit.
Just barely.
And that sent their stock kind of flying all over the place. Whatever. Their first party pipeline has been pretty dry recently. Again, with Mario's balls. Sorry about that.
Please stop.
That's actually more of a urethra reference to the pipeline thing. Which, speaking of, first Tuesday of every month is Sounding Day.
I don't even know what that is.
I didn't know that.
Hey, I mean, just Google it.
I've been using the
Okay.
hangers
I'll
or
check-
like
I'll check-
pens.
I'll check it right now. Sounding. Oh God.
Aside from Yoshi's Crafted World, Nintendo actually does have a pretty good lineup going into the rest of the year, which they're going to need to really hit Switch sales pretty hard. Mario Maker 2 is the biggest IP so far this year.
Wow.
And yeah, they're targeting 18 million Switches shipped for this current fiscal. That's Nintendo's forecast. So I don't think they're going to have a problem hitting that, especially since they got really close last year with, I guess, Smash was the big hitter last year. They don't want the Switch to be looked at as another first-party import machine, which is kind of what it is.
It is also sort of like a time machine console right now too, where it's
Yeah.
like, remember Saints Row the Third? You're like, barely? And they're like, yeah.
Here it is now.
Final Fantasy
in
7.
480p.
Devil May Cry 1.
Remember all those games you always wanted to play but never did?
Yeah.
Play them again, buy 'em.
It seems they're hitting a very specific audience, which is weird because they're getting older and younger at the same time. But the retro machine thing is actually a really good idea.
Well, it works really well for Nintendo because they have so many good games that they can
Yeah.
put on with the first party. Plus, they're all third parties. Yeah,
I just know there's just a lot of people like, ha, it's only as powerful as an Xbox 360. You're like, I would have killed for a portable Xbox 360.
Yeah.
Now we
You've got
have
it,
one.
yeah.
The good news, though, is that Pokemon Sword and Shield are releasing later this year, and the new Animal Crossing game, Autumn, will drop next March. Woo!
Yay.
Come on, you gotta be excited about it.
You're allowed to be excited on the inside, not on the outside.
So they still got some big guns to roll out.
Yeah.
Looks like it might still be a big year for Nintendo.
Yeah, but Nintendo needs this game to do well. You listening, investors? To show its customers that the Switch can still deliver.
Yeah, it would be nice to have something new to play on your Switch for the next few months, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it?
Well, I mean, yeah.
Up until Pokemon.
Give me something,
about old
Lawrence.
games,
Come on,
dude.
hurry up. Make me games. I
I'm
sit
playing
here
Final
and wait.
Fantasy Adventure, a Game Boy game, on my Switch. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Somebody save me.
Is that good or bad?
I don't know. Terraria is coming out.
Who?
Switch. Remember? I paid
yes.
$30 for a game that released in 2011. Woo! Woo! I am amazed at this explosion of gaming and value.
To be fair, Nintendo just found out what a server is.
Kids can talk online?
Type
How?
my friend code. It's 1-873-6582-11234.
You're telling me I can put a file on the internet and people can download it for money?
Hold on.
As for Super Mario Maker 2, the good news is that if people make a bunch of great levels and draws a healthy community, Super Mario Maker 2 will have all kinds of replay value.
Like we said, this game is tailor-made for Twitch, and there will definitely be a lot of interested, at least initially.
Yeah, the bad news is that Nintendo's been historically terrible when it comes to online gaming, like we just talked about. The fact that you can't play with friends online at launch is a terrible sign. Nintendo, just fix it.
On the plus side, Nintendo has said that they will fix it.
Okay, good.
It's nice when they say things. They usually follow through with
They
it.
do, yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, so maybe they're actually listening to their fans for
To Lawrence? Are they listening to
Instead
Lawrence?
of just putting their head under a pillow. You need a headset that plugs into your phone that connects to your 3DS and then allows you to talk to your friends on Switch. What's wrong with that?
You've been sending them emails every day, haven't you?
Every day with headshots, and they still will not cast me in anything.
There's probably a reason why they don't listen to the community.
It's a full body headshot, Adam. That's what headshots are.
Speaking of playing Mario with people we like, we got to start drinking water right now.
Yeah.
Right. We have a little tradition here, Mario making drinking games.
Oh.
That's always been fun. Yeah, so basically we play Mario Maker and take shots. Room temperature vodka, which
love
is
it.
a great
The
idea.
best kind of alcohol.
Yeah, it's a great time until the next day when it absolutely is not a great time, and we've been doing this for basically a decade now, and it's only getting harder.
That'll happen on our other channel, Funhouse.
Yeah, check that one out. When though, Bruce? When?
Sometime in the next year.
Okay.
Because we got RTX and all sorts of other stuff.
Just did the 24-hour stream. We got RTX. There's even a little bit of San Diego Comic-Con going on somewhere in there, in the middle.
The only person that doesn't have to sleep is Lawrence.
Yeah, I don't have to.
No, he chooses not to.
I spend my nights dreaming up Peach's torture dungeon.
You're the only person I know who sleeps standing up.
Oh, that's not sleeping.
What is that? Is that going to the bathroom? You're just pooping, standing up?
I remember watching.
Yeah.
I remember watching a video years ago where there's a guy who like hurt his back so much that he couldn't lay down or sit. His family would be sitting down eating and he'd be standing. How easy is that to fake? Yeah, I can't sit.
And then when everybody leaves,
Watch.
When everybody leaves, you sit down?
Yeah. They leave, you go,
Oh, thank
oh. Anyway, I don't know why I was reminded of that.
Mario Maker.
Hey.
I just think about women punching dudes in the balls. Today's episode of Inside Gaming Daily is sponsored by Ring Neighbors. Now, if you're familiar with Ring, they make the video doorbells and cameras and things like that. Well, they're branching off into new territory, and that's Ring Neighbors, which is an app. It's basically a neighborhood safety togetherness sort of app. Essentially, it's maybe like other services, except this is moderated, so there's not as many fluff posts. It's essentially, when you download it, you sign up for your particular neighborhood, and then you get a feed of people posting about maybe misdelivered packages, lost pets, lost items, things like that. And it's essentially a service that allows neighborhoods to sort of band together, help each other out, protect each other, post about things that maybe not be so on the up and up, just to make sure everybody's safe, secure, and happy in their neighborhood. If you want to help make sure that your neighborhood is safe, download the free Neighbors app right now. That's at ring.com/inside. Once more, that's ring.com/inside. Make your neighborhood safer today with the Neighbors app by Ring. I usually try to tell you how this helps you live the gamer lifestyle. Well, I can tell you, if you get a video card delivered and that video card gets taken or misdelivered, you're going to want your neighbors to help you out, because you're going to want those frames. You're going to want those frames badly, and you're not going to get them unless your neighbor has your back. So join the gaming neighborhood today at ring.com/inside. Thank you so much, Ring Neighbors, for the sponsorship. And thank you for helping out your neighbor when they really need that RTX 2080.
Rescuing her, and now you're helping her rebuild the castle.
Sure,
She's doing all the work. She's got all the cash.
You want me to believe a woman took out a business loan? By a Japanese-made.
I'm gonna stop you right there.
I'm sorry.
According to Nintendo, you'll have more than 100 pre-designed levels to play through, which is good if you're not the industrious type like me and just want to play other levels.
Absolutely. As